Hello once again, Zephyr viewer. Welcome back to the cosmic side of Zephyr, where we look to the stars to answer your questions. Today we'll look at why you're so hard on yourself, and how you can better love yourself according to your zodiac sign. Why not share that love? Click subscribe and hit the notification bell. Help support us by watching this video until the end. Aries. Everyone likes a little friendly competition now and again, Aries, but when you're fighting yourself all the time, you're never gonna win. On the outside you're very confident, and people love that about you, but on the inside, Aries, you're your own worst enemy. It's time to put the negative self-talk away, and focus on what you do have. Stop comparing yourself to others and give yourself some credit. There are times to be competitive, but it shouldn't be all the time. One thing you could try to help love yourself more, Aries, is to take up a solo sport like kickboxing, or challenge yourself with some intense yoga. That way you can still be driven, but not so competitive that you'll feel down about yourself. Taurus. You love the feeling of running a tight ship, Taurus. You're responsible and crave stability. Often when you set your mind to something, you achieve it. However, when something doesn't work out the way you planned, you can get really down on yourself. Sometimes things happen, or don't happen for a reason, and while this may throw off the original plan, these are the moments that keep life exciting. Stability can be a wonderful thing, but you don't want to get complacent. Keep those skills sharp and try to look at these unexpected moments as opportunities rather than setbacks. Something you can do to help love yourself more, Taurus, is to carve out some time for relaxation and the things that make you happy. Whatever hobby you love to do, schedule it into your week and make yourself a priority. Gemini. You are extremely adaptable, Gemini, and you love to keep life exciting. Because you've got such a taste for the new and lust for life, you've gained a lot of knowledge when it comes to the world around you. However, Gemini, you don't know everything, and that's okay. You can be a jack of all trades and master of some. This should just fuel you more to get out there and keep learning. Sometimes you get down on yourself when you don't have all the answers, but because you're such an intelligent sign, you should take this as a blessing. There will always be more out there to satisfy your curious and spontaneous nature, and that's pretty exciting. One way to help you love yourself more is to keep learning, and surround yourself with friends who motivate and inspire you. Cancer. One of the best qualities about you, Cancer, is your ability to make those around you feel so loved. You're extremely caring and are very emotionally attuned. If only you could see in yourself what you see in others. It's hard for you to love yourself when you're not feeling the love you give in return, but you don't need the validation of others to do that. Even if you feel like you may be giving too much of yourself away, don't let that get you down. Instead, try to focus some of that care on yourself, too, Cancer. One way you can love yourself a little more is by not giving too much of your attention away to those who don't deserve it. Surround yourself with friends and family that make you feel good, and cut out those who do not, or who demand too much of your attention without giving any back in return. Leo. You are often the life of the party, Leo, and are usually a very driven sign. You love to entertain and to keep the party going. However, when you're not in the spotlight, you get quite sad, and can sometimes feel like you're not loved by anyone. This just isn't true, Leo. Life can't be a party all the time, and you can't always be in the spotlight. You need to find ways of loving yourself, even when others are not fawning over you, which they often do. It's a harsh truth that there are people in this world who we just won't get along with, and that's okay. You can't obsess about the reasons why and try to solve it. You have so many friends around who do love you for who you are, so leave all that negativity and stress behind. One of the ways you can help you love yourself is to find a hobby or activity where you can shine, like an acting class or some kind of performing. Something that will allow you to express yourself in an environment that allows it. Virgo. One of the hardest working signs in the zodiac, you Virgo love enjoying the spoils of all your hard-earned labor. You're always trying to be the best version of yourself, and have very high standards for yourself. However, these high standards can translate into being a perfectionist, and mean that you're constantly nitpicking over every little detail of your life. You can't be perfect all the time, and you need to allow yourself to be okay with that. Hey, if we never make mistakes, we never learn, right? Extreme focus and hard work will serve you very well in this life, Virgo, but don't let it get you down so much when things do go as planned. Try to see those moments as a chance to get to know yourself a little better and learn from it. One way to love yourself a little more, Virgo, is to channel that focus into something you can be proud of in your downtime. You don't like being unproductive, so something like gardening or cooking will give you a sense of pride while also allowing you to relax just a little. Libra. You are someone who can understand both sides of the story, Libra, and you don't like to see conflict amongst your friends. Oftentimes you'd rather just stay out of it than get caught up in all the drama. However, later on you'll usually get pretty down on yourself for not sticking up for what you believe it. You're too afraid that if you say something a friend will disagree with you, and they'll never be your friend again. That's probably not true, Libra. You are very intelligent, and you have a good head on your shoulders. You just need to stand up for your view once in a while. Don't let people walk all over you, and then turn on yourself and regret it later. People want to hear what you have to say, and you should start expressing your thoughts and opinions. You'll feel more fulfilled in the friendships you have now, plus you'll be a little nicer to yourself for having the courage to say all those things you've always wanted to. Since you love to keep the peace on the outside, Libra, keeping yourself balanced on the inside will do wonders when it comes to loving yourself. Take some time to meditate every now and again, and eventually you'll find you can engage with those around you more easily and with a clearer head. Scorpio. You are passionate and so much fun to have around, Scorpio. People love being with you, and you don't usually find it hard to make friends. When it comes to love, however, you tend to go for those who you know are not the best fit for you. Someone who you know you'll never have to show your vulnerable side to. In turn, you feel like no one really knows you, and you tear yourself down with negative self-talk about deserving better. You do deserve better, Scorpio, and you don't have to be scared of showing your softer side. In fact, allowing yourself to open up to someone else will do wonders for your mental health. You can trust those around you, and in turn trust yourself more. Vulnerability isn't a sign of weakness, and you should embrace it more. To help love yourself even more, try opening up more to your friends. A Gemini would be perfect for this, and learn to talk about those things going on deep down. In turn, you'll get to know your friends better, and yourself. Sagittarius. If you could do everything at least once in this lifetime, you would, Sagittarius. You don't like the feeling of missing out, and while you keep your schedule packed with fun times and lots of new adventures, it never seems to be enough. You have to allow yourself to enjoy the great adventures you are going on, even though you can't do everything. You sometimes get down on yourself thinking about the things you can't do. And really, Sagittarius, you need to give yourself a boost for all the amazing things you have done and learned. Unfortunately, you probably won't get to do everything you've always wanted to do, but that doesn't mean you're not going to do some pretty amazing stuff in the meantime. You just have to practice gratitude a little more and stop worrying about the moments you're missing, and learn to be present in the moments you're experiencing right now. How you can learn to love yourself even more, Sagittarius: keep going on those adventures. Try to always have something planned that you can look forward to, even if it's not someplace halfway around the globe. Capricorn. You are often compared to the Virgo, Capricorn, because you're both very hard-working signs. You also hold yourself to very high standards, and are forever pushing yourself to be better. You often obtain your goals, and are so focused you can accomplish most things you put your mind to. Keep in mind, even if you don't reach the top, don't scoff at the progress you've made along the way. All your success isn't worthless, and you've come so far to be the person you are today. Just because you didn't get to that next level as quickly as you wanted to doesn't mean you didn't put in the work. Try to love yourself even when you aren't successful, and allow yourself a little time to recover when you need it. One way to love yourself even more, Capricorn, is to plan. You love to set goals for yourself, so why not set some that aren't so difficult, like making sure you're happy? Schedule in some time to build up your relationships with those you love, or maybe try something brand new. You probably won't be the best at it, and you know what? That's perfectly okay. Aquarius. Confidence is something that comes naturally to you, Aquarius. You're so unique and creative, and that draws people to you. However, because you're such an out-of-the-box thinker, and you don't have any trouble expressing who you are, this leaves you thinking that maybe you're too much of an outsider. Sometimes you think that maybe you should just go with the flow and try to blend in more when it comes to your lifestyle, but that would be such a terrible loss, Aquarius. People love you so much because you're a breath of fresh air. You are one of the more intelligent signs, and you know that this world is for the taking, and you should be proud of the one you've created. Honestly, the world needs more people like you, and you have no idea how many people you inspire on a regular basis. Don't beat yourself up for being an original, and never stop chasing your dreams, Aquarius. If someone doesn't understand you, then it's their loss and nothing you should ever internalize with negative self-talk. Make yourself happy, Aquarius, by helping a cause you truly believe in. It could be your community, a non-profit, or even just a friend, but at the end of the day it'll give your self-confidence a boost and make you proud of who you are. Pisces. Pisces, you're the friend everyone goes to when they have a problem. You're wise beyond your years and really to love to help out your friends by always being there for them when they need you. However, sometimes you have to say no. You wear yourself out always being there for everyone else that you don't take any time for you. You are such an amazing friend, no one is going to be upset with you if you start taking on a little less. Try not to internalize everyone else's issues so much, and give yourself a little space to focus on you once in a while. In the end, it'll not only make you happier, it'll actually make you a better friend, because you have time to charge your own batteries. One way you can love yourself a little more, Pisces, is to carve out more time for you. Lighten up your schedule a little more and get some more sleep. Learn to enjoy your own company, and then when you do help your friends, it'll be much more meaningful. Did the stars help you today? Let us know your zodiac sign in the comments section below.